Hi everyone, it's Mary Blocker from Mary's Stampin' Cafe, and welcome to my Sunday stamping. Today I'm so excited. I picked up one of the brand new kits by Stampin' Up. It's called Love Santa Tag Set, and look at these just gorgeous, fantastic and fun stamp sets. I love the Poppy Parade, Just Jade, Bumblebee. There's pinks, polished pink. It's just so much fun. You can do some traditional tags and outside of the box colors. I just love it. Well, today it's not about the tags, guys. I am creating 4 fabulous cards using the tags just to show you the different variety of things you can do. You could do a fantastic holiday card and then have a package with the matching tag. It's so much fun. So let's go ahead and take a look at what is in the kit. So now I've already opened up my kit, as you can see, and I've taken a bunch of things out. So let me just share with you. First, let me see if I can get this stamp set to really show up nicely here for you. But this is the exclusive stamp set that you get. It's Love Santa, Joy, Merry, there's Christmas, Merry and Bright, Special Delivery, To and From, which is so perfect for the tags. It's just a great stamp set. Of course, you're also getting some beautiful scalloped rectangles and other rectangles for sentiments. You get 2 white with the circles and the squares and rectangles. Love this. Look at this. We're getting some polished pink baker's twine. And then we're getting all these fun little jewels in the polished pink and some other colors. Just really pretty. Love those. And because it's an all-inclusive kit, you're getting a stamping block, which is always great to have extras. You're getting a sheet of dimensionals. And let's see. I've popped a couple of things out. So you're getting a sheet that looks like this, that has 3 of the pretty leaf structures, 3 of the scallop circles here, and then you have some little layering pieces that will add some color to your tags. You also are getting enough to make 3 each of the tags, but here's the fun car with all the presents atop, a beautiful tag. And then we have the fun Santa and fun tree. And these are quite large, and you'll see when I'm creating the card that they are beautiful large tags. One of the things you also get in this kit are your mini glue dots, but you're also getting these really pretty treat bags, and the treat bags are really fun too. I don't have them at the table right now, but that's okay. So I am going to have my stamp set with me and these other tags and things. Let's take a look at the tags one more time just so you can see how they layer. Now I'll pretty much be doing a bit of the layering like it shows on here. I just have such fun examples and things that we're going to get making. So we better get going. All right. The first card I'm going to make, oh, it's so hard to decide. I'm going to go ahead with this one here. So this particular card, I'm adding in a bit of designer series paper. So what's great about this kit is if you want to make some card projects, think about some of the holiday designer series paper that could coordinate with. Tidings of Christmas is a great one because it has the Just Jade, it has mint macaron, it has the light coloring here that just works so perfectly with the Poppy Parade, the colors that are in the kit. So more colors that are in this kit. We've got Bumblebee, Just Jade, Night of Navy, Polished Pink, and Poppy Parade. And there you can see all of the pieces and things you're getting in that kit. So fantastic. All right. So now I already have a bunch of things in here because, of course, I'm not going to create 4 cards and not have some of the work already done. But I know for this particular card, I want to use this beautiful tag. I always like to layer inside my card. So I have a piece of 3 3/4 by 5 that's going to layer on my Evening Evergreen. Now, Evening Evergreen wasn't mentioned as one of the colors, but don't worry about that. You can bring in other colors that are in that same kind of classification. So that's going to layer on the inside. I like giving that little extra boost on the inside. It really makes the card pretty. I have a piece of that beautiful Tidings of Christmas paper. Now this side, it would be fun, right? But I think it's a little busy. So I'm going to actually turn over and use this side. That's great. Now what is this piece doing here? Well, that's going to go on the inside of the card. Now we're going to do a little stamping here with this, but I've pulled in my Evening Evergreen. One of the things you get in this kit is you get a Night of Navy spot, color spot. And I decided that for this card, I'm not pulling in any Night of Navy. So I am going to bring in this big, big pine leaf and put it on my little Stampin' block that I got. I love that I got the stamping block. And then I'm going to go ahead and, so I can see. This stamping block is not as thick as Stampin' Up's blocks that you can buy separately, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to stamp once right here. Now this is photopolymer that stamps beautifully, so I have my stamping mat underneath. So I just stamped a couple of those. Nice, rich Evening Evergreen. And then I'm going to go ahead and bring this little guy in here. Just adding some of that layering going on there. I just love it. I love these berries that are there. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this over, and I'm going to bring in my, I can't find those little glue dots. So I'm going to bring in my Stampin' Seal. Give a little bit of adhesive. Whoop. Need my silicone mat. So now this is going to go ahead and get glued down. Right like so. There we are. Then we're going to bring in the small scalloped bumblebee piece, and then I will need the coordinating white, which is fantastic. All the work's already done for me. It's a 1/4 inch smaller. Love that. So now we're going to use the Joy, and again I'm going to use my Evening Evergreen for the Joy. I'll take the leaf off and put the Joy on. What I like about this photopolymer is I'll be able to see how straight I am, which will be really important on this white piece. All right, and bring that Evening Evergreen back in. Now this is a solid stamp where all around the writing is colored in. So I'm going to stamp off one time just so any residue is not on there. And now I'll be able to put it on my square here, well, my rectangle. Line that right up top and push. Hopefully I did good. Ta-da! Looks fabulous, nice and bold. Love it. So let's bring that over. Glue that down. Something about making these cards is so much fun because all of that work has been done for me. And I do not have to put in a lot of effort for that. So now for this, I'm going to go ahead and use my dimensionals. And in this kit, Stampin' Up! Gives you a nice amount of these dimensionals. So I'm going to go ahead and just do 2 like that. And this is going to kind of come and cover that little guy there. Oh, you know what? I'm going to bring this strip back. This strip is for, hold on here, I need another little strip of that because I was going to put a striped across here. I need to do that because I want to break up just that pattern that's going along there. And I think I accidentally put that strip somewhere where I did not want it to go. So let me find that real quick, or I'll just grab that paper and cut another piece. Here we go. This is the beautiful paper, and I think This might have been my piece. Oh, I found it just like that. That's wonderful. Now you see what I mean by that. If I were to put my tag here just like this, it kind of is blah. It needs something for our eyes. And this perfectly striped paper, which is just the opposite side, is going to do fantastic for us. Look at how much it just adds to that. Okay? All right. So now I am also going to use, do I want to use dimensionals on that? Actually, I think I'm not. Just use my Stampin' Seal. And then I have that circle to take care of that's up there, which is totally doable. Okay, fun. Let's talk about the inside. It says Joy. And as I look at the stamp set, special delivery, Joy, Merry and Bright. Doesn't seem that there's going to be anything for me to put right there, and that's okay, because I have lots of sentiments. So I'm going to do that. Now this little guy is going to accent down here. That's just going to even add more interest to the inside of this card. All right, let's put that on the inside. I love this evening evergreen with the Poppy Parade. Just adding another deep richness. There we go. Now I am going to put one of these gems right on here. Probably put it right up in that circle, as well as maybe another place on this card. I'm going to bring it in just a little tighter. There we go. Now let's take a look at these gems. These are very pretty. Very, very nice. I'm going to use these larger ones. Just add a bit of things to our card. I'm going to put that right into the circle. There we go. And then I'm going to add a couple smaller ones along the way here. One there. And one down here. I just love those. Those are really nice. Okay. Card number 1. Beautiful. Look at that. So again, Tidings of Christmas Designer Series paper. I switched out and I'm using Evening Evergreen instead of the Night of Navy that came with the kit. There's the fun tags, and there's our insides. You can add another sentiment inside, joy to the world, joy, and then a nice sentiment for the holidays. I love it. There we go. One down. I'm going to take our fun jewels and just lay them there. No need to put those away because, yes, we will be using those again. All right, let's take a look. What is next for us? Do we want to do the tree? Do we want to do the car or the Santa? I'm going to do let's do the car. I'm so excited about the car. Let me tell you why. Check out the Whimsy and Wonder Specialty Designer Series paper. This screams polished pink. Look at this fun patterns on this paper. Beautiful, just beautiful. It's a Specialty Designer Series paper, meaning that one side has the metallics going through. And the one thing about this, here's the car. Fun. How fun is that car? It's carrying all these fun presents. So I thought, the presents in the paper could come in handy for this one. So let's take a look what we have. I do have the present paper, but we've got polished pink. Excuse me. This one was cut at 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. Now I have a piece for the inside of the card, but I also took the Whimsy and Wonder Designer Series paper and I cut one layer at 4 by 5 1/4, and then this one is 3 by 4. Sorry, it's 4 by 5 1/4, and I'm going to layer it like so. And I'm going to bring in our beautiful ribbon here that's part of the suite. It's Afraid, grosgrain, and it's so pretty. All right, so we're just going to start with a little gluing down. Now, I don't mind using a whole quarter of this piece. You could cut them the same size and then just put them with each other and have them touch, and then put your ribbon around, but I feel like this gives me a bit more stability. And I love the metallics running through. Oh, and look at that old olive. That would be so pretty too. But we're going with the non-traditional Christmas colors. Non-traditional Christmas colors. I love it. Now, let's think about our guy here. This is going to go here, but I am going to put some of our frayed ribbon along here. Let me grab my ribbon scissors. And I am going to do a little fraying. And this is just going to go along our edge here, and I'll do a little trimming off. But I'm going to just do a little of my adhesive right across that center. I'm going to put this right down on top. It is going to overhang just a little bit, and that's okay. I'll take care of trimming that in a little bit. Make sure I'm straight on here. Am I straight? Straight as it'll be for now. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut off this little round piece because I'm not using it as a tag right now. I'm putting it on a card, and that will be just dandy. So that's going to go here. So fun. I am going to use dimensionals on this again to put that down. This car is so much fun. I love all the presents stacked right on top. It's just fabulous. Get all my little doodads off my dimensionals here. So this kit is fantastic. I think it's like a $19 kit, and that's amazing. I have the link below, and you can see all the kits by Stampin' Up. This is the newest one in the newest release. Let me go ahead and use my scissors here to get a little of this ribbon. I'm going to do just a fun little angle. Oops. Yeah. I love just letting it be rough and frayed there. That's perfect. I love it. Another one here. Just let it be. Just kind of frayed like that. So fun. Now we get to have a little fun with our embellishments here. Using this nice, bright, polished pink. Oh, so much fun. So much fun. So little cab is going, and our little cab is going to get the polished pink little doodads there. So how cute is that, right? I know, it's just so much fun. So now we're not done with this because we have to do our sentiment on it. And for our sentiment on the front, we have that special delivery right here, special delivery. And we're going to stamp special delivery on our long little white tags that we have. Now let's see here. Right here, we've got our little special delivery tags. And Stampin' Up! Gives you a lot more than you need because they know us stampers, we sometimes need the other side or we need a second one, right? Now this time I will use the Night of Navy. There's the spot. Let me grab my spot. So this is the Night of Navy spot that you'll get in your kit. We want to go ahead and just open up right along that edge. And what I like to do is I like to open just one side of it. Let's open. Come on. Come on. There we go. I like to open just one side of it and let it be like that. I just think it helps to keep that ink better. And then the lids aren't popping off. Special delivery, that's going to stamp very well. There we are. The question is, can I stamp the special delivery straight? I do not know. Let's see if I can do it. And stamp. Pop. Special delivery is so cute. Now, we also have with this kit, we have the little pieces of the colored pieces, so let's find those. Those are the ones right here. So we're going to use that. Trying to decide, do I use the longer one, the shorter one? I think I want to use that polka dotted one. I love it. It's so cute. Let's close up that. Let's move that box aside. Let's go ahead and do that. I am going to put a little bit of my tape right along here. And then I'm going to go ahead, turn this around because I want the scalloped edge, of course, to be showing. And I'm going to put that just right on top like so. Whoop. Of course, I didn't get the glue on the edging I needed to. Let's do that again. There we go. I really need to bring out my silicone mat so tape doesn't get on my surface. There we are now. So special delivery, very cute. That's going to go right here on the car, just like that. And because that is raised up with dimensionals, I need to put a dimensional right under there so that it doesn't bend down. It definitely needs a dimensional. So I'm just going to put that right up underneath it where it can be there. There we go. And I'm going to go ahead and tilt it. I think that's fun. Special delivery. Oh my gosh, that is so fun, isn't it, you guys? Oh, love it. Okay, so let's take a look at the inside. And I am going to take a present, a pink one, of course. I think this one right here. And that's going to go right on the inside of the card as a fun accent. Oh, present's getting a little skinnier. That's okay. All right, so this is going to go ahead and glue right down. I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to get another small one. How about this little mint one? This little mint one would be really cute. So I'll go ahead and get that one. I love this designer paper, this Whimsy and Wonder. It is so sparkly and minty. Just love it. There we go. A little glue on this one. And this one's going to kind of just... There we are. Perfect. Couple little presents on the inside, and we open up and glue that right inside. And we have card number 2 complete. Now I did not add an additional layer on the inside of this one, but as you can see, I cut it down 3 3/4 by 5 so I could have the larger border of the polished pink there. All right, card number 2, what do you think? Be sure to make a comment and let me know what you're thinking about these cards. Love it. And the host code there with a minimum $50 order this month, I'll send you the Dazzling Star little ornaments. They're embellishments. They're in the clearance rack right now, and I have those for you. Also have the Textures and Frames stamp set and 5 projects for the first 8 orders in October. There are a few kits left, so that's something for you. All right, well, that's 2 cards. Let me set that aside. Now, third card of fun is going to be our Santa card. This is going to be one of the quicker cards, I think. Santa is great fun. Here he is. I already have the top clipped off for him. I am using Night of Navy to coordinate with the ink that you got in the kit. And I have the Just Jade and the white for the inside. Again, the Just Jade is 4 by 5 1/4, and the white is 3 3/4 by 5. And that's just going to add that beautiful richness inside. It also is going to coordinate with the outside because this particular one uses the round scallop of the Just Jade and then the circle that goes with it like so. I brought in the Whimsy and Wonder Designer Series paper again, and this time I'm going to use this side. Now this is Misty Moonlight, but it really complements the Night of Navy really well. You can see it just has that little bit of a, just slightly bit lighter, and it just gives a nice contrast. Just really subtle contrast. It just hurts my heart to glue down these beautiful ornaments, but we have to for this card. That just would not look right. All right, so now this is actually going to be quite simple. I want to give Santa a little jazziness going on. So we are going to take our mesh, our silver mesh, and I am going to do just a bit of surgery here. What am I going to do? I'm going to just do a little bit of my glue. I'm going to twist this up and stick that down there. And I'm going to kind of twist and let it kind of loopy-loop here. Kind of loop around, twisty twist. I don't want it to be real thick. I'm going to do that a little bit, and Santa's going to come along here like so. There we are. Let me trim that. I just love this mesh. You can twist it up, give it a little more interest, have it fan out. I think that'll be great for Santa right there. All right, so Santa just needs some dimension. This one's really quick. I love just seeing what designer series paper will work for you. Let me get my tool here and just pick these off. And there's on the back of your designer series paper or in the catalog, it lists out the colors that are included. And there we go. And I took off that top. Now let's take a look at what we're going to be stamping. We're going to be stamping Love Santa, of course. Love Santa. Who doesn't love Santa? So Love Santa. And that's going to stamp in our beautiful Night of Navy. I want to make sure I ink that really well. So I'm going to come this way with the ink. I'm going to kind of rub it on there and do that. And then I'm going to stamp it once. And you can see I don't have it real solid. So when you do it this way with your ink pad, you can really see that you're solid on there. It's not going to have a bunch of gaps. So let's see how this one goes. I'm going to give a little huff. Love Santa. Stamp it down. I'm going to push and hold. And how'd it do? It turned out pretty good. Not quite in the center of that circle where I want to be, but that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and glue this down in the center of that scallop. Now let's put it back on the front with our Santa. And Love Santa, this is going to go just right here. Love Santa. Love it. Now again, I'm going to have tape, but then I need a dimensional right on this edge because that's going to be off of Santa. And then we want it to be the same, raised up the same. So there we are. Love Santa. Very cute. And then on the inside here, I'm going to put down my basic white to the Just Jade. And then I have an extra strip that I cut to go right along the bottom like I did that other card. I just thought that would look good. And it's just that tree pattern paper. That's going to go right along the bottom. I cut that at about 1 1/4 by 3 3/4. There we go. Love Santa. Now Santa needs a little bling on him as well. So let's come on in here. And I love the ones that they seem like they're pretty well kind of a clear, but then they just have a hint of a color happening in there. And I think that's so pretty. And it's going to take on whatever color. So there he is. I love that bling and that mesh that's kind of pulling out and it's kind of tying in with those gems. That Whimsy and Wonder specialty paper, I love that with the trees and the stars behind. Love that. And then I'm tying in that Just Jade again on the inside layer of the card. Love it. Oh my gosh, we're down to the last card. And you guys, this last card is like going to be my total absolute favorite. All right, so this is the holiday tree card. And I have a piece of cardstock cut at 4 1/4 by 11. Okay, and I want to bring my trimmer in because we're going to have this folding a little bit differently. So I am going to score at 5 1/2. Right? Now I'm going to just pull it along and go to 2 3/4 and score again. All right, now what that's going to do is that's going to be kind of like an accordion fold like this. Okay, but our accordion fold is going to fold up like this, okay? All right, now I'm going to go ahead and make sure that's scored down really well. Using the old fingernail. So then I also have a piece of the Poppy Parade cut at 5 1/4 by 4, and then that layer of 3 3/4 by 5. Now I also have, because I thought it would be really fun, I have another piece of Poppy Parade cut at 2 1/2 by 4. So it layers just like that. But I'm going to bring in a fantastic folder. We have the wintry 3D embossing folders. We have the pine boughs here and then the snow here. And it's hard to decide which one to use, but I'm going to use the pine because the tree has pine on there. So I'm going to lift up a bit here so I can bring in my trimmer. Oh, that's bright light, isn't it? Sorry about that. I'm just working on my new setup that I'm using. And I'm trying to figure out my lighting, so thank you for being here and being patient with that. But on this, what you need to know is you are only going to be using your base plate, and then you want to be using your 3D embossing folder number 4. This is going to help you with your 3D. It's a very thin line, okay? So I'm going to grab my paper. I'm going to put it right inside the 3D folder. There we go. I'm going to lay it down on my mat. Hinge side's going in first. And then, there we go. I like my mini machine. I like that you can do these embossing folders in there. It's perfect size. And then here we have our such beautifully embossed paper. Let me fix that and bring you back down a little bit. Coming in for a landing. There we are. So take a look at that. Look how beautiful that is. It's so deep. Love it. So let's bring that cardstock back in. I'm going to go ahead and adhere this down. Now I will use liquid glue when I am adhering down embossed images. Now I have to decide if I want this side or if I want this side. I really like how this is coming out. So I am going to use that side. I want it to have a lot of dimension. That's what I like about the 3D folders. You can choose which side you want to use. Now the reason I'm using this liquid glue is it will hold better it'll get all down in, because you have a bunch of bumps and things. Sometimes the tape will skip and miss. And so I'll get that down like so. The Poppy Parade with its tree. Oh, love it. Now, the other thing I'm going to do here is I think I'm going to go ahead and take off this circle. I was thinking of putting a like a ribbon bow, but I just don't think it will. I'm going to put that right at the tip with the of the star there. I might use the baker's twine on this one, I believe. Would be wonderful. So now I have this here. Now what's going to happen is I want to make sure I only adhere this down because that's going to raise up. But I am going to put a dimensional right on that star and right on those two, just like that. I don't want to go down any further because I don't want it to adhere onto any of my fold. It has to be up on the Poppy Parade. There we go. So now when it opens, it can open like that. Very nice, right? I love it. Okay, so now for this particular card, we are going to put on the beautiful sentiment of Merry. The Merry and Bright. I think that's so fun. So what we need for that is the bumblebee rectangle like that. And then we're going to use this other scalloped piece right here as kind of another layering on that. So let's get the Merry. It's a nice bold line sentiment. I like it a lot. All right, so we'll get that on the block. Merry. We'll get our Knight of Navy going. And again, this is a bold sentiment, so I'm going to stamp it once, get any of the residue off. Oh, I got it on my block. And now I'm going to just push down and hold for a second. Push down and hold. Try not to slide anything. Get it really deeply inked up. It is deeply inked up. Let's go ahead and stamp our sentiment. Stamp our sentiment. There we go. Nice and straight. Hold it and press along the way and lift. Oh, that is beautiful. I love how that happened. Look at that. Beautiful. Okay, this time I am going to put my liquid glue right along this edge to then adhere the Merry to it. And I'm going to have that just go like so. A little much glue there. Ooh. Now this Merry is going to come right here. And I am just going to glue that down as well. So I may as well just use my liquid glue. Different glues, different purposes, different adhesives. There's our Merry. There's the Merry. And I can move it a little bit. And then we're going to have the And Bright. Merry and Bright. And the And Bright is going to go on this little guy. So let's find the And Bright. Merry and Bright. Yes. Now, do I want to say Merry and Bright or do I want to say Merry Christmas? I'm going to do Merry and Bright. All right. Merry and Bright. Now this is just a thin line, so I don't need to worry about it too much. That seems awfully long. I wonder if there was a smaller one I was supposed to use. Nope. This is the one. Merry and Bright. I guess it will just get little sentiments, huh? And then that's going to come right here and layer right on top. Ah, very nice. This guy's going to get dimensionals. But the regular dimensionals seem like they'll be a little bit big for it. So I might just cut them in half because That way I can conserve and we won't see those dimensionals sticking up from underneath, right? Nobody wants that. Okay, so Merry and Bright, put that down. That's gonna come over here like so. Merry and Bright, oh my gosh, that's so cute. Let's bring in our, and I am going to use these fabulous yellow, yes, like it a lot. Whoop, it attached to me. And I'm going to put another one up here. Let's see. I'm going to just put it on the other side there and then put one more right up in the middle of the star. I love that. Okay, well, let's go ahead and glue down our inside. Doo-doo-doo-doo. These cards were so fun today. And we're going to put that on the inside here. Now, if we were to put anything on the inside of this card, you would want to make sure that it was hidden underneath the tree, right? So you'd lift up and whatever you put, you'd put right there. So there are all sorts of fantastic holiday sentiments for insides of cards. I wanted to show all different things you could do with this Love Santa tag kit that was not just tags. I mean, look at that. 4 fantastic cards. I'm going to lift up a little bit here. Created 4 fantastic cards utilizing the colors that coordinate with the stamps in the kit that's made of. There we are, just fantastic. I love this one. And it is time to add some more sentiments and things on the insides of the card, but I will create those and add. I have to get out some of my sentiment sets. I love that with the presents inside. I love that one. And then the joy here and having that added layer and that inside. So hey, give me comments, you guys. Give me a thumbs up. Let me know which cards you liked best of these. And remember that host code that's down here right in the bottom is there for you. This month, $50 minimum order at my online store for the Star Embellishments. And you could even be one of the ones to get that free stamp set and 5 projects of supplies to create with that stamp set. So I hope you guys love this Love Santa tags kit. It's fantastic. But here's 4 ideas for you on how to do them up a little differently. I hope you enjoyed it today, guys. And until next time, happy stampin'!